start, and we're going to have Freddie K on your screen with that sniper rifle like we were talking about.
Yeah, and he's actually pushed out quite far here with it. Luckily, he does have that secondary weapon, ASM-1, to use should he need to do so. Just got to be a little bit careful here. Might be overextending.
Yeah, he's going to try and push this middle of the map. Surprised nobody has spotted him yet. He's going to pick up one here in that blue catwalk area, and looks like he's going to try and get that A control, try and put a shot in. Not going to hit it, but they have control over A. It's going to be interesting to see if they try and get that bomb down. Usually we don't see a lot of teams go A off the break. Usually this is a B-heavy bomb site map, but they're going to be able to control that A site. They're going to try and get bomb down probably right away.
Yeah, it's a strange thing with Search and Destroy because one bomb site is generally preferred, but it's what the defensive team will always predict, but still the aggressors will go to that bomb site.
You know, that's a huge kill right there. It's going to be Tony JS. He's going to be able to pick up the one player on bomb, going to pick up the next one. So 3v1 right now, going down into a one-on-one. We're going to have D Magic versus Tony JS. Phenomenal plays. Once he was able to get that first kill on the bomb carrier, it put D Magic in a very tough position because now he knows where bomb's down. He has no chance to really rotate over. He's going to have to fight this. We're going to have an engagement right here. It looks like he's going to back down, try and get that snipe off. He's going to miss that. Huge 1v3 clutch by Tony JS to start off this S&D.
Yeah, big play, and I thought for a second that sniper rifle was going to connect. That could have been massive, but Tony JS did have the upper hand. Great play from him, and he has won that round for Hypergames pretty much all by himself.
Well, once he got that first kill on the guy planting bomb, he was able to just kind of back out of the site, and then he knew he had players that they're going to have to go get that bomb. There's about 20-30 seconds left on the clock at that point, so played that pretty well. Definitely a tough start for UX. To be able to go up in a man advantage 3-1 and then drop that round, that's a huge one to give away.
Yeah, it must be so frustrating, but Cookster opening out strong there with the big sniper rifle kill against Tony JS, the star player of that first round. Remember, guys, back home, if you want to get involved with this stream, if you want to get involved with the Call of Duty European Championship, be sure to be using those hashtags. Hashtag CODChamps, hashtag EU Finals. Let us know who you think will win this series. Let us know who you think will win the championship.
Yeah, and it looks like we have players pushing over towards that B site area. We can go on with one of those. They're trying to make a play, trying to get this player out of window. Such a difficult spot to fight out of. Obviously, Cooks there got that first blood on Tony JS, who just clutched that 1v3. They're going to have to make a play here soon. 48 seconds left. They're going to have to push through site, but right there, just wasting too much time sitting on bomb. You can't, when you're a man down like that, you have to just push at that point. You kind of have to just man up, really, just try and trade some kills, get it down into a workable situation. And as I say that, they're able to trade some kills and get it down to a 2-on-2. So we're going to have Maxi and Veziak going up against Cookster and Theros.
Maxi definitely the standout player from that hardpoint game, going 40 kills to 20, and a very convincing victory. If you are just joining us now, it was 250 points to 148. Hypergames looked really strong. Yeah,
they looked phenomenal. And it looks like Maxi, he's going to try and get this bomb down, but he's got two players going to be pinching from both sides. So a lot like the last round for Hypergamers, now it's going to go in UX's favor. They're going to be able to pick up the one player on bomb. They're going to be able to pick up the second player, and they're going to tie this one up at 1 apiece.
Yeah, there was not much that Veziak could do there. Even if it had gone for the bomb plant, he would have been taken out. So you could just see the way that UX played it. Theros stayed around the bomb site area just to make sure nothing was going down, and we saw the other UX player that was still alive just distance himself on the map because all he needed to do was stay alive.
Well, they checked out. They were over at the B site, and maybe 40 seconds left. And at that point, you pretty much know they're going to be going to A, and they flooded it right away. Very attentive play from the guys over on UX. Going into this round, though, they're going to need to win an offensive side. They're going to need to play a little bit more aggressive over towards that B bomb site. But as I say, Cookster's been doing a good job getting that first blood with the sniper rifle.
Yep, and he will have just scouted out one of HG Veziak there, slowly moving towards the B bomb site. I mean, the problem is with Cookster going up here with that sniper rifle, he's kind of given away the strategy of UX. They will be pushing towards this B bomb site, and HG will know it.
He's going to get a hit marker on that one player right there, and he's going to be forced to back down, but that's okay because it's going to allow one of his teammates to get into that window room. They're going to have free roam over the B site. If you're Hypergamers, you need to really just push this B site from the sides. You need to go through that mid-cut area or maybe flank all the way around through A Street. There's only one player all the way in the back spawn. They could actually go straight through Solar.
Okay, and on the Alpha stage right now, we are seeing Team Infused leading 1-0 versus Gamers 2. That's the UK and Republic of Ireland team going up against the Spanish, and they do have the lead, so looking quite good to take their best-of-5 series. But we are joined here on the main stage with Hypergames going up against UX, and it's the French versus the Germans.
Yeah, and there's going to be some action over on that B site. So you have one of the players that's going to be from Hypergamers directly on that B bomb. You're going to have players from UX trying to play around the back. It's going to be Azox left in a 3v1, not able to clutch that up. So it's going to be UX going up in this 2-1. You kind of expect that, the Germans a little bit stronger on S&D. Going to be looking for Hypergames to start turning it up a little bit. They could take advantage of this map. If they were able to win this one, make the series a 2-0, probably sweep this one.
Well, this is it. If UX Gaming can just take one objective game mode, I can genuinely see them defeating Hypergames here. We saw how dominant the French lineup were in the Biolab hardpoint, but Hypergames, they just need to win the uplink or capture the flag.
Well, that's the thing. You don't know if UX can win one of those respawns. It's going to be pretty tough after what we saw in the first one. That's why I think this is a huge map for Hypergamers as well. I mean, if they're able to win this, they can really just bank on winning one of those next 2 respawns. And then if they don't, some reason UX able to win out 2 of those, they still have that S&D Game 5 to fall back on. So it's a huge map for the French.
Well, after the 1 versus 3 by Tony in that first round, I wanted to see what he's going to be able to do here. He has just distanced himself a little bit from the gunfight, so we'll see what's going on with Veziok as he tries to clean up. Oh. And that is going to be the big 2 kills there. And Hypergames taking the next round.
It's a huge play right there, and that's what Hypergamers needs to do. Their strength is aggression. Obviously we see it a lot on that hard point. In the S&D, they need to just play their own game. They can't get into a slow-paced game versus UX because they're going to lose a matchup like that. If they play slow, they're going to lose to UX on this S&D. It's a much more favorable game mode for the Germans. If they can force their playstyle on the Germans, so get them play a little bit fast-paced, you can see the French team come out and take this.
Well, I want to see if D-Magic can shake things up a bit here. He's the only player out of the 8 yet to get a kill.
I want to see somebody hit that once.
Yeah, I mean, they keep vaulting up there, but or exo boosting up there, but just no kills are being made. D-Magic just holding back there with the sniper rifle, trying to use the map to his advantage and get the best lines of fire.
Yeah, he's trying to pick somebody off on top in the mid, but it's a good job from Hypergamers not showing face of any of their players. But now you're going to be forced as UX to make a play in the middle of the map. They play so individual in S&D, but they make it work. It's kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, and this is something that we find because genuinely speaking, a lot of the countries stick within their own competitive zone. They have their own style of play, and that's what really separates UX Gaming from Hypergames here. As you said, UX kind of go on this lone wolf mission. Hypergames tend to be sticking together as a team.
And UX does a great job of controlling that A site. I mean, this is the second time we've seen them get full control over A. They're able to just get that one pick, open up the middle of the map, and then push those players straight down into that A site. You're going to need to see them convert this round. So you're going to see Cookser pick up a kill right there, and it's going to be Tony JS again left alive in a 3v1.
Well, Theros here, the Call of Duty World Championship 2014 attendee under Killerfish, doing what he can for his team, and it is going to be a victory for them as UX take that round.
Yeah, they're not going to get 3v1'd again. So Team Magic, he's watching the back, able to pick up this final kill on your screen right there. Now all the pressure goes back on Hypergamers, and they need to put away some of these rounds. They're able to trade a kill in the middle of the map, get it to a 3-on-3, but then they don't rotate anybody over towards the A site. They pretty much give it up completely. So going to be looking for an adjustment to come out of them soon.
Okay, well, Maxi was the star player on that hard point. Currently going 2-4 here on the Search and Destroy. Want to see if he can change things. I'll stick on board with him just for a brief moment, see if he can pull off a snipe before switching things up.
Yeah, he's not going to exo jump as well at the start right there. He didn't want to give his position away and get pushed straight down that A street. But you're going to see Hypergamers. They're going to try and put that pressure over on B. It's exactly what you would want to see. You want to see them push straight through. They try and go this mid-cut, and they keep getting picked off by snipers. You just want them to push straight through B site. It worked the last round, and they didn't go back to it this round. Now they're playing the slower game that's not favorable to them.
Well, what's quite interesting looking at this, Hypergames have yet to actually get a bomb plant despite the 5 rounds of Search and Destroy that's taken place so far. Only 2 plants going down for UX, Theros being the bomb carrier. Are we going to see one in this round?
Azox really needs to get behind Veziok over there. He's going to make a push towards that B site. They need to be up so they can trade this kill. If he picks this one up in window, that's huge. He's able to destroy that player right there, sitting in window room, quite frank. And they're going to be able to get that bomb down right away. I like that play out of Hypergamers.
I don't know how he managed to pull that off, but he did it so well. 3 versus 3 now, but the bomb has gone down. Hypergames find themselves in a very advantageous position.
Yeah, they're just going to have to sit around and bait these players out. They know where one is. They should be able to take him out from the side. They're going to pick up a kill, make it a 2v2. Now we're going to get down to a 1v1. Hypergamers able to trade those kills off, tie this one up at 3 apiece. You like that round a lot. They played it a little bit slow at the start, a little bit reckless. They got down 1 man, but they were able to tie that one up.
Yep, and it was Maxi here we see on the final kill cam, getting 2 of those kills for himself, bringing himself to 4-4, and staying in this game. I mean, we've stressed the dominance that Germany have shown on Search and Destroy game modes, but Hypergames are bringing it to the table.
Yeah, Hypergamers definitely coming with a good S&D game. You're going to be looking looking for them to adjust, though. We've seen UX get to the A site a bunch of times. Going to need to see them make an adjustment here so they don't get that site taken.
Okay, well, I want to see what's going on with the attacking team. Freddie K, what's going on with you as he does just get that snipe on Azox exactly as we switch over.
Yeah, you know, just pushing down the middle of the map. You know the players of UX are sniping. That's not a good strategy to use. You know, just kind of run straight at the middle of the map at them. You know, not really using smoke or anything to prevent themselves. Maybe even cold-blooded. You know Freddie K has been running a thermal at this point for the entire game. And you know the position he's been playing. He has killed Maxi every round when he has gone there. He needs to make an adjustment.
Yeah, and you would think this late in the Search and Destroy first to 6 series that it would be becoming a predictable play, but evidently not.
UX has pretty much started the same way on offense every single time. They've
Yeah.
been able to get that pick middle, and then we've seen Freddie, you know, move up, kill that person in blue, and then they take control of A, and you see they're going to get the bomb down at A again. So, no, Hypergames not adjusting their game to, you know, what UX has been throwing at them.
Well, Theros here is just lurking around the bomb site. We'll see if a defuse is able to go down. Veziok and Tony need to work together. Tony does get taken out, and that's going to be another round win for UX Gaming.
You know, Hypergames really needs to go back and adjust on that next defensive side. They're going to get another chance at that, but they're going to need to stack another player over at A. I would even probably say just send 2 players down that A street and probably push that guy at the back van if you're able to pick that player off, or maybe jump on top of glass and pick Freddie K off in the middle. You know he's going to go mid to try and pick that person off at blue. You can take him out in the middle. You can get a man advantage. But going back on the offensive, they're going to need to push straight through this B site. Definitely, I think, the best strategy for them. It's going to be interesting to see if UX changes anything on defense, and you look at the mini-map, pretty much standard what they've been playing the entire game.
Yeah, and I can see this going right down to the wire. You know, it's quite interesting to see such a close game following that dominance in hardpoint. It was 250 points to 148 in Hypergame's favor, but UX here looking quite strong.
What's the great thing about Call of Duty? I mean, you have 4 game modes that all play completely different. So you're not really excelling in one. You're able to make it up in other areas.
Well, still on board with Azox here as he's just approaching Catwalk here very hesitantly. The way that Hypergames have been playing, they're not going for the early plants. They're trying to pick up kills before they go for that.
Yeah, and you had one player from Hypergames try and flank. That was Veziok. He was taken down. Tony JS is going to be taken down as well. So they're going to be down to a 4v2. Azox in a very difficult position with this bomb.
Well, he's got to do something. It's 2 versus 4, as you say, Matt. Azox slowly approaching it. He doesn't want to go for the plant before he picks up any kills, and I think he's turned at the worst moment there. He does spin just about in time. Freddie manages to clean up Maxi and still stay alive.
Yeah, but they're in he's in a 4v1 at that point. Very difficult position, and it's going to be UX. They're going to go to a 5-3 advantage with a chance to close it out here on offense. You're really going to need to see Hypergames change their strategy on, you know, both sides, quite frank. No, on defense, they're going to need to watch that mid. Don't let that player get into blue and pick you off every round from the side. And then on offense, you need to see them be more aggressive. They get to B site and then just kind of sit there and wait, and UX just picks them off one by one. You're going to need to see them adjust, play a little bit faster.
Well, I want to get on board with Freddie. He's the first player to go into double digits in terms of kills. He's had a great search and destroy game here, and UX could close this out now. They just need one more round to win.
So UX throwing a little bit of a different strategy now. They're going to push straight through that B site. Haven't seen them do that yet. They've pretty much been taking over that A1 primarily the entire game. This time they're going to flood 3 to a B.
Yeah, he's just holding fast now, and I do actually like this from Freddie, that if we just get on board with Veziok for a second, he knows that somebody's going to be around that area. Freddie could capitalize on this now. Oh, but he's just standing fast.
Yeah, you know, Hypergames able to get that first blood, always huge in S&D. They don't have bomb down, though. They know that. But Freddie K, he's going to be the player that's going to need to make a play. They're going to have 1 kill traded off on the other side of the map. So 3v2, make it a 2v1 now in favor of UX as they pick up 2 kills. Going to be up to Maxi to keep Hypergames' S&D game alive.
There we go. He did not go for the kill. I don't know if he thought that was just a body on the floor or if he was trying to play that strategically, but he could clean up 2 here. They're very close together, and Maxi with a huge play and just a cheeky little wink at the screen as he gets it.
I don't know how that worked out in his favor. Okay, so he goes around the corner. At least, I know we have COD vision, a little bit easier to see, but I think that you definitely saw that player on the ground. And then when he followed him into window, you knew 2 players were in there. He's able to pick up 1, turns to his left, takes up another. Very clutch play out of Maxi. Definitely not the easiest way he could have played that round, but he's able to pull that out, keep Hypergames alive.
Wow, I'm very surprised that actually happened. I mean, as I say, I'm surprised he didn't just go for the kill with the bomb.
It was really surprising. Yeah, I did not expect that round to play out like that.
I've got to say, UX Gaming could have played that very differently, though. If they'd have just separated a little bit and run that time down, maybe could have closed this out, but Hypergames still in this game.
Well, I think they were in a good position to trade that kill off. They just kind of missed some shots a little bit, and Hypergames is going to be able to get back into this. They're going to get bombed down with that man advantage. This is an absolutely huge round for them. They're in a great position to force a round 11.
There we go. That's a huge jump there as D-Magic manages to take out AceHawk's fantastic play. 1 versus 2 now. Cooks has got to do something special.
And they know where he is. At least they did know where he was. It looks like they're going to try and peek him a little bit. You'd like Tony JS to stand down. He's going to take out Maxi. We have a one-on-one. Cooks versus Maxi. He's going to take him out, and we are going to go to a round 11. Real Hypergames making a little bit of a comeback.
Oh, and this is going to be so frustrating for UX. I mean, we're talking about that previous round. It was 2 versus 1. The bomb was planted, and they could have ended things there, but Hypergames have fought hard and got themselves back into this 5-5. It all comes down to this, X.
So it'll be interesting to see which sides both these teams get. The game's going to load this up in a second. You know, Advanced Warfare picks by points, not kills. So Hypergame's going to have that offense. They're going to need to be aggressive. They're going to need to get that first pick. If they can get first pick, get up on that B bomb site, exactly what we just saw before, they're in a great position to win this one. You know, UX has only been stacking 2 players over at B. Hypergames has only had success going B. Shocked they didn't stack another person over on that side. Yeah,
Veziox actually separated from his team. If we just jump on board with him for a brief second, we can see it's the only player that's pushed that bomb site. It might confuse UX, though. It might be, you know, throw them off guard because the main push is going towards B.
I don't really understand why Max is on the other side of the map. I mean, if he's over on the side with his teammates, they have taken over B site. They plant that bomb. 4v4, pretty good position to take this one. But as I say, that Hypergames able to pick up 2 quick kills. They're going to push straight through B bomb. They're going to leave D-Magic in a 1v2. That's a perfect push right there from Hypergames. You like to see it in a 4v4 setting, so they're able to make this 2v1 to 3v1 instead. But obviously, no 2v1, you will take that any day.
Well, D-Magic has to go clutch for his team now. 1 versus 2, and it is just the final round of Search and Destroy. This is the difference between a 2-0 lead to Hypergames and a 1-1 tie in this best-of-5 series, which is massive.
Oh, UX needs to win this. D-Magic needs to clutch this right here, and he's actually going to drop. So Hypergames going to be able to make the comeback here in S&D Solar, and I think the game really changed. You know, when Maxi went into that window room, was able to pick up those 2 kills and defuse, really kind of changed the momentum of this game. After that, you saw Hypergames in complete control of this S&D.
And wow, what a crazy comeback there. I mean, we